990. Holy Ghost filled you with sing and the cat. I live the high life cause I'm heavenly minded. Hold up, I'm a 90s baby. So really, you made me walk up to you and you don't subscribe to the channel? Make sure you hit the subscribe button, like the video and share it with someone. I know you will. Righteous like so wicked, righteous like no wicked. You righteous like so wicked, righteous like no. Well, Sampa, material member of parliament, has apologized officially. As you may be aware, this was the demand that was placed on him by the Electoral Commission of Zambia. So I am sorry, Sampa apologizes to Electoral Commission of Zambia over allegations of fake polling station. So some of the allegations that had popped up during the Chawama by-elections, and that's where that statement had come in from ECZ, simply saying he should apologize. Should have been, I think, 48 hours, or else gets sued by ECZ, and his apology had to be public. Hence, you see it publicized in different media platforms, where he's simply putting out his apology there. So he has officially apologized. So according to the Daily Mail, says the material member of parliament, Sampa, has apologized to the Electoral Commission of Zambia for claiming that it had established a fake polling station in Lilai Road during the Chawama parliamentary by-elections last week. Mr. Sampa says he takes full responsibility for having been misled by some informers to indicate publicly that the tent polling station was fake. In a statement on Thursday, Electoral Commission of Zambia Chief Electoral Officer Brown Kasolo demanded for an apology from Mr. Sampa on the false allegations, fair to which legal proceedings were going to be instituted against him. Mr. Kasolo said the center Mr. Sampa was referring to has existed for a long time and is gazetted for the commission. So yeah, that's what the apology is for. In other news, there seems to be a fight within obviously these are PF fights. So for the record, that's Sampa. For the record, the new member of parliament for Chawama is a product of and part of the genuine Michael Sata and Edgar Chakalungu's true patriotic front movement that is in people's hearts and will never die. So-called DF and the Akaso faction said, side of the allegation, alliance should stay away from him. They refuse to help him. So that's Sampa simply saying, hey, if you did not go on the ground and campaign for the guy, you cannot claim him now, because there's been that fight within the, I think, some version of the FDD of some sort. And that's what he's putting his foot down there. The people that did the work for him is Sampa, Given Luwinda, and Shimbaka Mwiri. So anybody else that is trying to get a credit, move aside. And then George Banda, the one who's in exile, says, Mouse, how many times did I call you? Please stop this. The Zambian people want unity among opposition, not division. So that thing of unity is all dependent on who's going to lead the opposition. That's where the issue is. There is no issue of them uniting and working towards one goal, as long as they can address the elephant in the room. Who's going to be the president and who's going to be the running mate. As long as that thing is not addressed, they'll keep on going in circles. And that's what, because as things stand right now, there seems to be the faction that is led by Given Luwinda, Sampa, Shimbaka Mwiri, and a number of MPs. And then there's another faction within that faction that is led by Brian Mundwire and a number of other members of parliament. So, and then there's also, what's his name, Chavinga. Chavinga also is one who has the official patriotic fund papers. So it's wild. It's wild. Yeah, so that's what's going on. And then according to JJ Banda, Given when there's a bad speech which is supposed to be cast out of him. That's according to JJ Banda, obviously, in his ranting. Congratulations, Senegal, for adopting the Chawama formula. Obviously, the Senegalese have won the African Cup of Nations. So he's simply saying the way they fought and protested what was happening in Morocco, that's the Chawama formula. And then the UPND puts up a throwback from 2021. So they started a long time ago, wish President Hakainde Hichilema health, but God has been putting his enemies to shame. So and then he put up a post that Hakainde Hichilema posted in opposition, where he said, this on the 16th of April 2021, where he said, they wish me ill, but they cannot steal my joy, nor my good health. God has my back, Hakainde Hichilema, aka Bali. So that's what's going on. And then with regard to Chitambala Mwewa, popularly known as Simon Mwewa, it seems like the issue of him running as mayor has become serious, and he has said he's going to address it. So he says, on Friday, 27th February 2026, I will announce my position on the issue of Lusaka mayor. So I dream of a clean Lusaka. So it seems people have taken that as an announcement of him officially putting his name on the contenders as they run into elections in this year, 2026, August. And he put up a statement there. The funeral should have been last week, where he says, my wonderful brother Mwewa passed away on Thursday night, 13th January 2026 at 9:30 p.m. He spent 3 days in intensive care unit at Coptic Hospital at Manchinchi Road. He died of kidney failure and pneumonia. Bwaria was my immediate young brother, and he was my best friend, a quite gentle guy that took after my dad in terms of demeanor. He leaves behind 3 children, and he lists those children. I will not be doing any live broadcasts for a few weeks, as my family and I mourn my brother's passing. So that's Simon Mwewa. So it's that statement where he says the brother that he's lost is one that had the demeanor of his father, and people feel that's what has prompted him to probably put his name on the race of mayor. Because if you remember, Simon's dad, Simon Mwewa himself, because his real name is Tambara Mwewa, the guy that runs those social media platforms, or Simon Mwewa Television. That's his father's name, and he was mayor of Lusaka. Should have been in Kenneth Kaunda's government. If I'm not mistaken, it should be thereabout. And that's when they built that building, the popular Simpson building you see next to City Market. So he simply, maybe it's that loss of his brother that has prompted him to pick up the fight and become mayor of some sort. Anyway, he hasn't officially stated it. He has simply stated the day that he's going to announce whether he's going to contest or not. But he's getting a lot of support from the diaspora community. That's for sure. I've been seeing a number of posts coming from George Mutonga. I've seen a number of people that I know from the diaspora have been endorsing his candidature. And George has gone as far as printing T-shirts for him. You can see those T-shirts there. So he says, my campaign team will be making an announcement very soon on the candidacy of Simon Mwewa as the mayor of Lusaka. We will be having a press release soon. So it seems like they are pushing that agenda. He's getting that support. But then again, this thing depends on the residents of Lusaka, because the diaspora community is not able to vote at the end of the day, unless they will decide to fly back into Zambia. And then because Simon or Chitambala Mwewa has agitated a number of people, especially the people that are on the streets. So because politics is a game of diplomacy. They say to pocket and he has not displayed those characters for a while. Yes, others would argue to say he's the right candidate because he's going to clean up Lusaka. But then again, the people that actually operate on the streets and city markets and all the markets would have a different point of view, and they have serious pull on who becomes mayor. So I don't know how that works, but yeah. So the diaspora community is pushing that agenda. Quite honestly, I don't see him pulling it through. It's quite dicey, him winning in Lusaka as mayor. But then again, who knows? Wish him the best, but yeah, that's an announcement that is yet to be made. And then I am donating 2 cows, 5 goats, and 1 pig for party in Chawama with my 100 voters and our wonderful media houses that covered us. Great, thank you. That's according to Richard Silube there. And then condolences to Honorable Chimba Kambwili, who has lost his cousin, a former headmaster, and on Friday Chiti, and to Honorable Brandon Mundibele, who has lost his mother-in-law. That's according to the Patriotic Front. I am sorry, Mouse Sampa obviously been carried in different platforms. As you may be aware, the demand from ECZ was that the apology should be public, and it seems like it's been carried on in different media. DMMU aids Mwewa, that's in the Real Times, and then Times of Zambia has that headline. And Emmanuel Mwama's publication says people sparked sues ECZ over delimitation. And that's the news, ladies and gentlemen. Have a beautiful day.